Welcome everyone. Today we have another new episode, and this episode is a very important and interesting and strategic because of we are from the World Talent Economy Forums. We have one of the strategic point of views, and strategy is that we want to develop human resource management. And if we want to develop human resources in that particular situations, actually we have to understand what does it mean the human resource development, especially if we want to be focused on more HR, if we want to be more focused on human resource developments, if you want to be more focused on strategic alignment and this kind of things, this is ultimately very important for them. So what is HRD? A set of systematic and planned activities designed by an organization to provide its member with the necessary skill to meet current and future job demand. So at present situation in the COVID period, current job demand and job related things is very important. And if we can fulfill this kind of demand, this will be very effective and important for us. Emergence of HRD. Employee need extend beyond the training classroom, include coaching, group work, problem solving, need for basic employment development, and need for structure career development. The relationship between HRM and HRD. Human resource management encompasses many functions. Human resource development is just one of the function within the HRM. So primary function of HRM, human resource planning, equal employment opportunity, staffing, recruitment and selections, compensation and benefit, employee and labor relationship, health, safety and security, human resource developments. So if we want to develop human resources, we need a proper human resource planning, we need equal employment opportunity, we need staffing, that how we can do recruitment and selections, we need to create proper compensation and benefit plan, we need to create proper employee and labor relations, we need to create health, safety and security, and beside that we can think about human resource developments. For that particular situation, secondary HRM functions, organizations, we can understand the organization and job design, performance management, performance appraisal system, research and information systems. When we can organize and job designs, we can understand that this job is very important. On the other hand, we can understand what is performance management, performance appraisal system. And on the other hand, research, if we have to be focused on research and information systems, this research and information system is very important for our development. So HRD functions, basically human resource development area, we need training and developments, we need organizational developments, we need career developments. So what is training and developments? Training improvement the knowledge, skills and attitudes of employee for the short terms, particular to a specific job or task. Example, employment or employee orientations, skill and technical training, coaching and counseling. These are the major things of developments, training and developments. Development, preparing for the future responsibilities while increase the capacity to perform at a current jobs. We need management training, we need supervisor developments. If we have a proper management training and we can do a proper supervisor development, this is very helpful for us. Organizational development, the process of improvement of the organizational effectiveness and members' well-being through the applications of behavioral science concept. Focus on both macro and micro initiative. If we have the macro initiative and if we have the micro initiative, this level we need to be focused. On the other hand, HRD play the role of change agent. If we have the proper change agent, that time HRD play a major role. Career development, ongoing process by which individual progress through series of change until they achieve their personal level of maximum achievement. We need career planning, we need career management. For career management and career planning is very important because if we do not have a proper career management, if we do not have a proper career planning, if we do not have a proper career motive for improvement, we cannot go to the next level. For going to the next level, we have to understand most of the things. Beside that, learning and performance. In the learning and performance, new learning and the performance wheels are driving the business performance. And beside that, in the business strategy, all of the things we can focus. Critical HRD issues, strategic management and HRD. If we have a proper strategic management and proper human resource development, this is very important. If we have the supervisor role in HRD and we have organizational structure of the human resource development, that time we can take necessary initiative. Strategic management and human resource development. In the strategic management aim to ensure organization effectiveness for the foreseeable futures. Example, maximum profit in the next 3 to 5 years. HRD aim to get managers and workers ready for new product, procedures and materials. If we can understand what is new product, if we can understand what is new procedures, and if we can understand the new material, then we can take necessary initiative. Supervisor role in HRD. If we can implement HRD program and procedures, this that is the most important things. We can do the OJT, on the job training. We can do coaching, mentoring and the counseling. Beside that, we can do careers and employee development, a frontline participations in HRDs and many more things. If we can focus this kind of particular points, and if we can understand this kind of particular points, that is the most important part of the human resource developments. Organization structure of HRD departments depends on a company size, industry and maturity. No single structure used. Depends in large part of how well the HRD manager become an industrial part of the company, a revenue contributor, not just a revenue user. These are the things we can focus, and these are the things we can take necessary initiative for human resource developments. Sample HRD job or roles. We have executive or members, we have HR strategic advisors, we have HR system designers, organization change agent, organization design consultant, learning program specialist, instructor and facilitators, individual development and career councils, performance consultant, researcher. There are many roles that HR can play in the jobs. As a manager, as a strategic advisor, as a system designer, as a company agent, as a design consultant, learning program specialist, instructors, researchers and performance consultants. Many things we can do in a proper way. So HR strategic role. HR strategic role is an employee as an organization asset, driving business strategy, spanning organizational function, HRD deliverables. It means performance, capacity building, problem solving or consulting, and organization change and developments. These are the particular things that we can take necessary initiative. For a strategic HR, strategy is the most important things for any kind of development. As a human resource development, as a talent economist and strategist, what we can do: integration for HRD with strategy formulation and implementation, long-term view of HR policy, organizational integration among HR functions, vertical integration with corporate strategy, SHR as a corporate competitive advantage. These are the major things we can think about in the futures. Firm capitals. We have human capitals. We can, as a human capital, we have knowledge, we have skill, we have ability of individuals. Beside that, we as a social capitals, we have a relationship in the social networks, structures, cognitives, relationals dimensions. Intellectual capitals. As an intellectual capital, we can grow knowledge and knowing capacity of the social collectiveness. We can go for the procedurals, declarative, tactics or explicit, individual or socials, and value or uniqueness of the capitals. These are the way as a farm capitals we can think about in a different way. Multiple role of HRs. HR actually can play a multiple roles. If we can play the HR and strategic role in a professional way, you can be the best of the worlds. Let's say if we can think in the diagram, let's say future and strategic focused, day-to-day or operational focus, people and the process. In the people and the process, we can focus on management of the transformation or change. We can think about management of human resource. On the other hand, here's the day to and operational focus. We can management of employee contributions, management of farm infrastructures. These are the way we can think in different way. Definition of HR role. In the definition of HR role, we have role or sales, we have deliverable or outcome, we have metaphors on core activity. In this activity, we need management of SHRs, we need executive crop or strategy, we have strategic partnerships, we need aligning or HR and business strategy, we need management of the farm infrastructure, building and efficient infrastructures, we can develop demonstrative expert, re-engineering organization process. We have management of employee contribution, increase employee commitments and capabilities. We can go for the employee champions, providing resource to the employees. We can go for management of transformation or change. We can go for organization renewals. We can go for the change agent, as well as for the core activity we can do managing transformations and the changes. Important of human resources. If we focus on important of the human resources, we have human resources are an important part of the value chains. They can be unique and thus a source of core competency in an organization. Beside that, if a core competency is related to HR, then HR can contribute to competitive advantage. And when HR can go for the competitive advantage, that time we can take necessary initiative and which can create some impactful things in a effective way. So these are the ultimately goal, these are the ultimately objective, these are the ultimately strategy, how we can develop our human resource policy, how we can analyze the human resource strategy, how we can develop the human resource guidelines and everything for our society and for our organizations. So if we go for the HR and sustainable competitive advantage, what we find in some industries, people are the most important factor in success. Let's say advertising and creative developments, leisure and tourisms, management consulting, hospitals and medical process. The adaptability of the people to changing environment is an important skills. Beside that, we can think the ability to learn faster than your competitor may be the only sustainable advantage. And this is the important according to Ariel Jenas, former head of planning at Royal Dutch Shell. So in terms of challenges of HRD, we can know that changing workforce demographics, competitive in the global economy, eliminating the skill gaps, need for the lifelong learning, need for organizational learning. These are the important factors for our economy. Besides that, we can understand new technology, we can understand need for more skills and educated workers. We can go for the cultural sensitivity requires, team involvement, problem solving, better communication skills. And beside that, a need for lifelong learn. In the lifelong learning, we can understand organizational change, technologies change, product change, process change, people must change. And if this kind of change is work, then we can creating a learning organizations, because learning organizations ultimately help to grow the organizations. So why the organizational learning is important? Because organization must be able to learn, adapt and change. What is the principles? Principle is system thinking, personal mastery, mental model, shared visions and the team learning. So in that particular situation, creating the learning organizations, saying suggest top management follow several steps to build in learning. So what are the strategy actually we get from different kind of scholars? Number one, personal mastery. Managers empowers employees and allow them to create and explore. Mental model, changing employees to find new, better methods to perform a task. Team learning is more important than individual learning since most decisions are made in groups. Build a shared vision. People share a common mental model of the farm to evaluate the opportunity. System thinking. Now that action is one area of the farm, impact all others. These are the way we can think in different way. A framework for the HRD process. HRD efforts should use the following four phases. Number one, need assessment. Number two, design. Number three, implementations. And number four, evaluations. So training and HRD development models, when we have the proper assessment, assess needs and the prioritize need, then we can make a proper connections on that particular front. For priority needs, maybe define objective, develop lesson plan, develop materials, select select trainer or labors, select methods, schedules or program versions. If from there, in the implementation area, we can find the deliver the HRD program or interventions. And from the intervention, we can figure out select evaluation critics, determine evaluation design, conduct evaluations of the program interventions, and most important thing is interrupted result. Uh, so if we can manage in this way, then it will be very much effective in our professional way. So these are the effective things we can you can follow, follow in a different way, and by this way we can establish the HRD priorities, define specific training and objective, establish evaluation criteria. When we can evaluate this criteria, we can select who deliver program, we can select and develop program contents, we can schedule the training programs. So when we can deliver these things, we can the implementation phase. In the implementation and delivering the program is very important for human resource developments. So determining the program effectiveness, we have keep and change providers, we have effect offer to it again, what are the true cost and can we do it another way. So if we can move in this way, we can motivate, reward and recognize system management. And if we can motivate, reward and recognize the system monitors, what will happen in the motivation part. We know the force within us activities, our behaviors. It is a function of three distinct component: intensity, direction and persistence. And for them, motivations, we have intensity, we have directions, we have persistence. And from there, motivation and intensity refers to the amount of mental and physical effort put forth by the persons. In the motivational aspect, we need intensity, we need directions, we need persistence. So if we can manage this intensity, directions and persistence, the times we actually can take a necessary initiative. So there are some important informations. This is intrinsic, when doing the job is inherently motivating. Extrinsics, when rewards such as pay and formal recognition act as motivators. Beside that, then in the compensation reward, the gives in return for acceptable performance or effort, they can include non-financial compensations. Non-compensation rewards, those beneficiary factor related to the work, suitable and well-being of each persons. Beside that, there are intrinsic motivation and extrinsic. In the intrinsic, sense of accomplishment, personal growth opportunity, we can figure out the job security, then we can go for promotion and recognitions. And when we go for the financial compensation and strategy, we find advantage. What is the advantage? Salary are simple to administer. We can go for the plan earning are easy to projects. We can go for the salary are useful when substantial development work is required. There is a disadvantage: salaries offer little incentive for the better performance, where salaries represent fixed overhead. And by this way, reward system is the most case should be consistent with our other HR system. The reward system is a key drive of HR strategy, business strategy and organization strategy. And in this reward system, we can go for the skill based pay, it's a training. We can go for merit based reinforced performance, it's a cultural performance management actually come from merit based pay. Sign up bonus is a employment, and overtime pay rules in content, it gives a labor relations. So these are the most important things that we can focus right now, and we can think in different way, and we can arrange it in different way. So human resource is the most critical and effective things, and by which we can grow our strategy, and by which we can develop different kind of strategy. And if we can focus on different kind of strategies, and we take a lot of initiative, that time actually we can go in a effective way, and we can develop a good strategy which will be helpful for our economy. So for that particular issues, actually what I want to develop uh, some sort of strategic things, and training and skills and development, which is very much helpful for our community. If we focus on the 21st century, what we will find, if we focus on the 21st century strategy and other things, how we can figure out different kind of point of views, and different kind of effectiveness, which may be helpful for us. And for that particular issues, we can understand the 21st century's skills is very important. And if we can understand this 21st century skills, and if we can take the necessary initiative, at that time we will be very much helpful. Uh, so in the 21st century, what is the agenda, what is the partnership for 21st century skills? So example, if we want to understand that what is the 21st century skills and knowledge, and how we can motivate these things, why are 21st century skills so important, what is the framework for 21st century skills, what can we do for 21st century? There are many company like Adobe, American Association for Social Labors, Apple's, AT&T's, Cisco, Davis, Dell's, Discoveries, ENA, ETS, Ford Motors, Gale, Giants, Lenovo, Knowledge World, Junior Achievements, Intel's, Microsoft, Oracle, Pearson's, Wireless, Virgin's, SAP. There are many countries those who are doing very well. Iowa, North Carolina, Maine, Massachusetts, South Dakota, West Virginia, and many areas there are things. This is a story about where an entire general of kids will fail to make the grade in the global economy because they cannot think their way through abstract problem, and work in a team distinction, good information for bad, and speak a language to the other. So there are many companies now, they are growing. Especially IT based company. So what the basic knowledge we need: English language we need reading comprehensions, we need writing in English, we need mathematics, science, government or economics, humanities or art, foreign language, history or geography. And applied skill is critical thinking, problem solving, oral communication, written communication, teamwork or collaboration, diversity, information technology, leadership, creativity, lifelong learning, professionalism or work ethics, social responsibility, many of the things we need. And we are currently prepare students for jobs and technology that do not yet exist, in order to solve problem that we do not even know our problem yet. So for that particular situation, what is the framework for 21st century's skills? There are assessment, there are contents, and they have core subject and 21st century themes, life and career skill, learning and innovation skills, information media and technology skills. And if we can understand the core subject, native language or reading, work language, art, geography, history, mathematics, science, government. Beside that, we need global awareness, financial, economic or business or entrepreneurship literacy, civic theory, and health literacy, which are the very important. So learning and innovation is real. Most important thing is that we need critical thinking and problem solving. We need creativity and innovations. We need communication and collaborations. And information media and technology, we need information literacy, media literacy, ITC, information communication and technology literacy. So we must need to be flexible and adaptability. We need initiative and self-driven, social and cross-cultural skill, productivity and accountability, leadership and responsibility. What are the new about 21st century? In the 21st century, a new understanding of covers critical thinking and problem solving is needed for everyone. We need innovations and creativity skills. We need life and career skill for everyone. Information media and technology skills also important. For that 21st century, we need life and career skills. We need learning and innovation skills. We need information media technology skills and core subjects and 21st century themes. What can we do? We do support our country with lot of strategy. So if we focus on the Cisco networking academies, they have 165 plus countries, 10,000 academics and 22 million graduates, and they have Mississippi and different kind of programs. They can take the global initiative, and to learn more to access Cisco, we can understand the white papers and we can take necessary initiative. So these are the advanced company, these are the advanced initiative, how they are moving, these are the advanced activities, how they are taking different kind of initiative. So as a if we want to take the competitive advantage of human resource development, definitely we need to be very much knowledge based, and we need to be very much careful about knowledge and skills, and by this way it will helpful for us. Thank you everyone, especially thank you Shahrukh Shuman for your valuable support. If you have any kind of question and you want to know more about different kind of strategy, you can communicate with me. Thank you for your valuable support, and thank you everyone.